Hello everyone and welcome to a new weekly dual video. This one is a little bit late, unfortunately, due to a overseas trip. Also the fact that I'm on my laptop and not my desktop, so I'm hoping the quality is going to be good enough for you guys. So just a quick reminder, we have everything on sale for about 10 days, 20% off of all the programs. I suggest taking a look if you're interested, and especially looking at the videos to see if that's something for you. Now for the dual video weekly, so we have a few things to look at. First of all, we have a very clear formation. Hang on, that's the right chart. So we have a fairly clear formation, I think, that I can read there just from looking at the volume and the channel. Basically, we have this descending volume over there with an ascending channel. Usually breaks to the downside, not always, but we're gonna try and see if we can judge which way and when that thing would break, basically. So if we look just straight at the dual right there, we have a few things. So first of all, we had this bounce on this 618 over there, but the yellow and purple being in this neutral zone over there, and the blue being right there in the middle at the 50, is basically suggesting that on the momentum side, Bitcoin has no clue where it wants to go, unfortunately. Now, if we add to this formation with the descending volume there and the ascending channel like this, if I read this correctly on the dual, there is a slight chance, I would say a bigger chance for the blue to actually come over there and drop back down like this. So we're going to see if with some other charts we can gauge that a little bit better, but that would be what I would be anticipating for the few days, maybe a week. Judging by this volume there, I would say just a couple of days, but you never know with Bitcoin, can extend that. He likes to do what he wants. So if we look left though a little bit, can we see something, a similar situation basically? And let's see. So we had something that might resemble the same thing over there, and if we look at the momentum on this side, so you can see that it's basically when all three momentum curves are in the exact same zone, this neutral zone over there, that the break usually happen. So if you've seen the previous video from Krown from yesterday, the monthly analysis, then that joins basically what he said about lower time frame being correlated with the higher time frame. So dual right now is saying that he is right and the break is coming. So more chances to break downside for now, in my opinion. Now if we look at from the dual reading at least, now if we look at other assets like the NASDAQ, for example, we have this ascending triangle there as a formation, and that again suggests, like we saw last week, if this chart goes up, that money is going to be flowing from Bitcoin to NASDAQ. So it doesn't break yet, of course, but this is not looking real good, so to speak, because of the strength in the NASDAQ right now, and Bitcoin showing this type of momentum. I would say that unfortunately, again there, if I'm reading this chart correctly, the chances are that Bitcoin might take a little bit of loss as compared to the NASDAQ over there. Maybe just a retest, but maybe not. So unfortunately there, that would suggest the exact same thing. Now if we look at gold versus Bitcoin, then we have again the same situation as with the NASDAQ over there, and we have an even better read there on the dual, suggesting basically that you see, if you see this curves, all those curves over there, they are basically the exact same situation as over there. So the momentum reading is pretty much the same. Now here's the thing, just a little beep on this spot triggered this. So that would suggest, and it's actually taking the exact same shape right now. So it would suggest that we're gonna basically do the same thing. So again, there, money flowing from Bitcoin to gold. Again, not really a good thing for Bitcoin holders. So after reading all those three charts, I again, big chances that the break would be to the downside, even though the NASDAQ and gold / commodities are relatively strong right now. So I would suggest to be careful if you want to play that long. Just as an aside, so a few things that happened basically this week. So we had this 618 bounce right over there, and which basically was this thing over there. So if the way that you want to play those 618 bounce and 38.2 bounce, or inverted, of course, depending on the side that you're looking at, would be to look at, so if you see it on daily, then you switch to a lower time frame. So as an example, if I switch to the 8 hour on this specific case, then you had a very clear buy signal, or at least a get out of your short signal. So if we look at, oops, my bad. If we look at this, let me see if I can show you clearly. You see this formation there. So again, the blue touching the purple, purple touching the yellow, all being used as support, and you have this bounce over there on the 8 hour, right, which gave a pretty decent bounce, I would say. So about a $600, something like this, if you try to if you play this signal properly. I didn't, because again I was on in a flight, but I would have definitely played that, because it's a good confluence over there of a daily bouncing on the 618, 8 hours buy signal. Then it's actually something I would have played if I were in front of the PC, which unfortunately was not. So now for the short-term time frame there, this 9.5 seems to be causing some problems there. So I think I would safely assume that as long as we are being that zone, and as long as the yellow is in this neutral zone as well, Bitcoin might just go sideways and then eventually a break. It's going to need quite a bit of strength to break that. So we have this pivot there that's really causing issues, basically, plus the weakness in the NASDAQ against the NASDAQ, plus the weakness in gold against gold. So I would say that's the word for the week. Caution if you are long. I would be more likely to play this break to the downside of this channel plus resistance zone. For the more conservative one, definitely 8.5 might be a good breakout entry. There is no definitive way to play that, of course, and I'm not a financial advisor. What I am going to do if I'm in front of the PC at the time is see if I can catch a short signal, so a sell signal on the jewel for this specific break there. So what would that look like on the jewel if we were to look at it? So since we are playing a break from a multi-weeks formation, so about 30 April to July 9, so that's quite a bit of time. So definitely not anything lower than I would say a 12 hour. 4 hour is really tight to play on this. I would not. Basically, I would not take a 4 hour short signal to anticipate a break of this overall formation. What I would play would be at least a 12 hour or the daily short signal. So that daily short signal there could be could come in multiple forms. There would be the eventual rejection from the yellow, or an eventual rejection from the 618 there. In which case, could be something like this, and it could be something as well like this. So again, that's what I would be anticipating from all the chart, and what I would be ready to play. If, of course, we go over this 9.5 and start closing some candles over there, so over the 12 hours, I would say, then that might change my opinion on that, and eventually could play a retest if I see a buy signal there on the jewel. But so far, that this is not what I'm saying, but Bitcoin loves to prove me wrong, so I guess we'll see. I'll take some Q&A in a couple of days. So if you have not asked any questions yet, and you have a few questions about the jewel or anything, any other techniques or any other assets that you would like to be seen with the jewel, see if this thing is, I would say, as effective with another asset, just ask us the questions either by email, so support@crowntrading.net, or you can contact us on Discord. Also, my name is Mournful. You can ask the questions directly if you want in the Jewel channel, of course. There is a specific dedicated Discord channel for Jewel subscriber, so don't hesitate to ask over there too. I am keeping note, even though I'm not answering all the time because it's a little bit busy time for me. I am definitely taking notes of all the questions in there, and I'll try to answer that in the weekly videos. So don't hesitate there, and in the meantime, I wish you good luck and have fun.